Alright guys, we're back. On this one today, firstly, we gotta put a bloody hitch thing on that I gotta steal it from that trailer, because yeah, the Hilux shell, I think has had enough of sitting in the rain. We started patinaing the dog. So, that's alright. A quick sandblast in a while, we'll get it all off. It's really minimal surface rust, but that needs to be moved to outside shed. And in that, I'm going to be working on the new toy after I organise all the other bikes and everything out of the way a bit. But I've had this for a little bit now. It's just a bloody quad bike with a tray. Big quad bike. Sorry. So this thing, gonna get a little bit of work on it. I gotta clean it up, make it nicer, weld the tow ball onto the back if I can find my spare one, and yeah, I guess just mess around with a bunch of stuff and just keep making content. I've also recently, I've just released a merch brand. It's merch for the channel and clothing brand. I've always wanted to make a clothing brand just for nice clothes, and I guess now I've just thrown in merch in it for the YouTube channel. I'm not wearing it at the moment. I haven't actually bought any for myself yet. Luckily I've made a couple sales for it though. But I'll link some of that in now, and the bio, and link in the bio to the website, so if you are interested, you can go buy some merch.
I'm important, can't lie. I'm a 10 out of 10, you try. If you want this, get in line, cause I'm doing it right. In this heartbreak world, I do my hair up and I call my girls. We're looking pretty, yeah, that bubblegum candy. Sweet, yeah, we're living so fancy. Boys trying to always romance me, but I'm happy.
I'm really trying to make nice clothes as well, like I said, because I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm here to make a statement, as I've said, and I want to kind of encourage other people to do the same in this world. So I guess without further ado though, let's start messing around with some toys and organising a bit of this so I can. So, I moved some things around. That's gone more that way, that's gone more that way. Kind of cleaned everything. Still pit bike, buggy, bloody everything in this garage. Got too many bikes. But first step, I'm gonna get this tray off because yeah, snapped some of the hinges, so I need to re-weld them. I want to figure some stuff out. I don't think it's got much of rear suspension at the moment. It's kind of seized or something. So I'm gonna change them over. Basically just make this thing actually kind of work a little better, because it's really gonna be the workhorse and used for towing stuff around here. Just basically minor stuff and a bit of fun. I'll link a video of how kind of stupid this thing can get now. Cause yeah, this thing you can jump and just throw around. It's kind of stupid. But yeah, let's get to tearing off this tray. Yeah, definitely inside it though. Look at that old farm quad. I'm with the tray I got. Yeah, they're not made for jumping. They apparently just roll on you. Bloody raining outside again. The whole construction site's flooded. Fucking crazy. But anyway, the fancy thing about this one, and why this is so useful for property and just everything, is a bloody tipper mic. Anyway, let's get this off, chuck it in line ones. Let's have some fun. Alright,
why my tray had so much bloody wiggle. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh yeah. These are also bent. These are getting changed, probably to the Hilux one, well, old Hilux ones. Yeah, definitely the tray needs a bit of work and cleaning up. But that's not for now. So now we got this bloody huge extended swing arm quad. I made a very don't even bloody worry about this shit. We brought this to Tamworth in the Nundle trip. There was no footage of it around the property, but I needed to quickly on the fly make a new chain tensioner. So that was the dog. But this is the Chinese quad, which is a bit fancier than I thought it was. Yeah, that is outrageous. So, rear shocks. Hang on, let me put this down so I can show you this. This is why I was so bloody bouncy. What the fuck? Suspension is not there. What the fuck? So we do have some new shocks. Well, actually a bunch of parts because that was for that. Bloody every project. So some of that can go on this. This thing is electric start, but as you can hear, the relay. I think my relay is a bit cooked. So yeah, let's make this thing better. All right, now we got tray off. We got access to this. I had to get all these bloody plastics off. The plastics came with, as you can probably tell, not great. They weren't actually on it when I bought it. They're all split, so I kind of just like zip tied, jerry rigged. So we're just gonna go through, cut everything off. Still gonna use these for a bit, but for now I just gotta get them off so I can keep working on this thing. So I'll see you in 2 seconds once these are chopped off. Once everything is off this thing, it's bloody big. But that is one hell of a quad. Anyway, let's change the shocks, get the weird hinges off so I can re-weld them onto the actual tray, and yeah, let's just keep messing around and making this thing a bit nicer and better. I already have done a bit of a custom exhaust. Oh, that's a bit cooked. But yeah, made this thing sound a lot better and a little bit more power. So let's keep cleaning it up. Alright. Start bundling some bolts. Hey, you freshy. So, I also will be painting the tray and stuff. I do not like red. Kind of controversial. I know a lot of people like red. I do not like red. So, this thing will not be saying red. But yeah, that's for another time. Let's just get these nice, pretty white shocks on, and hopefully it gives us a little bit of suspension. Got fast wash quickly. 1 second. Oh, we're back. Sounds like a little better. Got little rubber bushings. So yeah, now I can actually make this look better. Alright, not sure how much you'll be able to notice, because it's still pretty shit. But we now definitely have some type of suspension. Not great, but better. I think the reasoning behind generally having no suspension is these are still cheap, but I think the swing arm's a little short, so it doesn't actually have the room to either that or this thing in here could be seized, or I don't know, but it's definitely got slightly better suspension. So now that we've done that, we can get to welding these doggies. Taking these off. Taking these off. Welding them back onto here. Cleaning all this up because, yeah, that's not ideal. And then we'll go from there. But we now kind of have a suspension. Right. So these are nice and easy. It's literally just take out the pin, take out the hinge, and I'm just going to clean them up. Weld them onto there. And yeah, I'll get back to you after I weld them back on. I thought of a theory. Could be a dumb theory. But yeah, front does too. Interesting. So this thing has sway bars. I've just discovered. Sway bar. So as people know, if you drive patrols or something, or anything like any four-wheel drive really, if you take out the sway bars on a solid axle, you're gonna get more flex, so to say. You'll get a lot more body roll and everything. So I'm gonna see what happens if we take out the rear sway bar. If it's gonna be bad, good, different. So yeah, let's take out the rear sway bar quickly and I'll get back to you after that and see if we've got a bit more rear suspension. Cause yeah, not ideal with being a bouncy little slut. Excuse my language. Well, that dog's out. No more sway bar. Got you in the good old suspension test spot. We definitely have, still don't know if we'll be able to tell, but we definitely have a bit more suspension. We'll get more out of it with better shocks. I eventually want to make this thing pretty nice and cool, as per bloody everything. Money depending, as always, hence why I've started merch brand. So maybe you can support me a little bit to fund some dumb projects, because now that rain stopped, we got a buggy. This engine's kind of half built up its head, but ran out of money, so bloody money depending again. The little one, almost done. Bloody pit bikes need to come back, they need to come back, they need to come back, Hilux needs to come back. Well, these are going to be full drift car, if you've seen anything. Yeah. Good old tyres. But yeah, he's going to be full blown drift car. That's why this is also getting moved. Truck. Solid axle front, four-wheel drive, turbo's going to go in soon. So, if you want to support me, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you want to buy some merch or just some clothing from our brand, like I said before, link in the description. Feel awkward plugging stuff and essentially asking for money and views and stuff, but I'm trying to put out a statement here, guys, and all this stuff needs to be finished. So yeah, let's just keep moving on and get over that bloody stupid plugging myself. But yeah, sway bar out, a bit more suspension. Now it's actually time to weld these back on. So yeah, give me a second and they'll be welded on. Had to go outside to get a bit more room, but hinges, definitely not the prettiest thing in the world, but hinges are on. Don't actually have anything at the moment that's a similar size to this to fix all this rust, but I'm gonna get the hammer, start smacking things, bend things down, probably then add welds into here to clean this up, get rid of this. Don't really want to get rid of the wiring harness because I do want to use that, but yeah, I'm just going to keep making this basically straight, because if you can see, that's not straight. So we're going ahead, straighten this dog as much as possible, added some welds to the big bloody splits and everything. So for now, this is done. For now, I still got to paint it, clean up rust, obviously deal with all this cancer, but that's for another day. Don't have any steel for that, but for now, we got to get this on. Onto my good old trailer. I do have a video series of making this. Again, it has stopped. Money. Yeah, this is gonna be a toy hauler. Gonna have fancy boxes, fuel tanks, lots of stuff for motorbikes and stuff. But for now, it's just sitting here and rusting because I need paint. But yeah, we're gonna get the tow ball on the front from that one. If you can see it. The box trailer over there that I used for some of this stuff. So I'll take that off. We'll quickly weld this to here. And then I gotta figure out a bloody tow ball system for this. I gotta find my tow ball. I got a spare one somewhere that I'm just gonna figure out how I can weld it on. So yeah, let's get to bloody continuing my trailer a little bit in this quad episode. Alright, well, stress leave. I went rummaging to find this. I got this. Did not notice in the pile of stuff it had a redback on it. Redback went crawling. Redback then went onto hand. I flicked redback and panicked. I think I'm good. I don't think I'm bit. But that was terrifying. For you who are not Australian, if you're watching this, you don't know what redback is. Very, very poisonous spider that can do a lot of harm. So fingers crossed. Anyway, on a different note, we've table, well, hitch, table. We've got to weld this on, and then figure out how to weld that on to the buggy, which I got to get the right heights and everything, which is gonna be interesting. But yeah, I'll get back to you once I weld this on. We've got the hitch welded on. Did some beefy welds just to make sure. I will eventually end up putting bolts all the way through just for safety once this is actually on the road and needs to be registered, all that. But now, got to reverse the dog out and figure out how and where to weld that. So yeah, let's go reverse the buggy out. Something like that. I keep saying buggy, it's quad. Oh, now we got to figure out how to make this whole thing work. I don't even know if this is going to be able to tow it at the moment. These thing has no tyres. But yeah, well, yeah, we'll figure something out. I'm going to do a bit of thinking, and I'll get back to you when we decide what we're doing. Not the best idea in the world, but a decent temporary one. Well, when I say temporary, it's probably permanent, but yeah, I don't really know. If I just weld this straight to there, straight to there, straight to the tray, maybe you're right. Other than that, I can't really get in there too much. So I think I'm generally just welding it to the tray, and then praying I don't just tear the tray off when I tow things. Other than that, I don't really know. Without making some wild custom shenanigans into the frame, which is too far away. So yeah, I'm just gonna weld that there. We have got the world's sketchiest tow ball mount on. Yeah, it's decently solid. It should do the trick. I added more welds onto like all the rear support as well, Just kind of tied everything in. But yeah, that now needs to go back on that. Yeah, you get the point. Try on. Tow this over there. So let's get the tray on and then we'll see what happens. Yes. Right, we're back on. We've got tow pull. It's actually, well, other than that, because that's just like a tray side, we're solid as hell. That works perfectly. So yeah, now's the time to hook her up and see if I can move it and if this is gonna work. So let's get you set up on a tripod and let's see if this works. Well, I could drive it, but it's that easy to move. Well, I would say that works. We have a quad, we have a trailer. Now we drive it. Oh, well, okay. Let's see how this thing goes. She definitely moved, and she definitely worked. Oh yeah, look at that rusty water coming out. Yum! Well, yeah, let's see if this fully works, and let's get over there. Bring on one hand, the dog's showing me to record this because you just could get bad. Or interesting. Oh, we could lose the island. Oh, he's a bad idea. I'm definitely going to lose all doing this. So we'll get back to you when we're there, I guess. Well, I'm in the shed. That was a bloody great success. Yeah, other than bloody spinning tyres everywhere, because this thing literally has no tread, that was pretty good. We have a little buggy to tow things. Not right now, but I think someone's done it before with something. I need to hang this thing from there, so I can actually keep working on it, get it off, all that business. So yeah, that went quite successful. Now I'll unhitch this and bring that back over there somehow. Right, not bad. Back at the other shed. So yeah, that worked quite well. I don't really know how long this episode's at. Don't know how much is getting cut, time lapse, whatever. So if it has a random cut here, you know why. If not, and this continues, you know why. So yeah, let's do some tail lights. Get rid of these, put some nice ones in, and do some wiring. Where are they? These ones, same as that's actually on the trailer. So we'll get these in. I may end up changing this. I don't really know how it's all gonna go, being LEDs and all that on just like a normal system. I have no idea if that was focused me. I can also do the Hilux one on the front. Yeah, it's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm gonna upgrade some lights and hope that LEDs can just work with this without any fancy bloody connecting bullshit. Yeah, let's continue. Alright, it's the next day. The bloody wiring harness was kind of doing my head in for a bit, and I was looking at it going, what's going on, what's going on? Then I thought about it. I know what was going on. Any one of these, if you can see that, the bloody CAN bus 12 damn Bobby. Yeah, so I stole one of them from one of my other cars and just random electrical parts that I've got from when I tore apart the Luxy. And now I can get that for the front headlight. I gotta figure out what I gotta do for the rear to make that work. But yeah, I'm gonna keep wiring stuff in and then get back to you when I've got some cool lights on. Oh, with a little bit of messing around. This is where we're up to. I couldn't get the normal high beams and headlight to work for some weird reason, but that's alright. We got, when we turn on, we got all lights. There's probably a bit brighter. And then when we go on, we get the high beams, which is essentially just the driving lights. But we now have a fancier light. Now, I've just cleaned the wiring up, put it back in, figure out what the fuck I'm doing with the tail lights. Yeah. Alrighty. We are on and mounted. I kind of had to chop out a shit ton of the plastic, but off, on, high beam. Much better. I think these bulbs are bloody bone because they don't actually work, which is annoying because they would look pretty cool as well with all of it on. But that's alright. I'll figure that out later date. Maybe find bulbs. I don't bloody know. Tail lights. I'm gonna keep going through this harness, just plugging things in, connecting wires, try and label things once I find out what they are up there. Got to turn off the key. Also, the dash. 10 miles an hour. If anyone knows about these dashes, apparently I just press this button a couple of times, I hold it or something, it's meant to change the keys. But yeah, no bueno. They don't do it, so I don't know. But yeah, anyway. I'm gonna keep going through the wiring harness and figure something out. But the quad is somewhat making progress. The good old farm quad. Not bad. I do like the new headlight. I need to put them on the truck. But I need nicer headlights. Well, I need nicer headlights, need LEDs. Gotta make a bull bar. Bunch of shit. Full drive. Some would say I could be an idiot. I used to have 4 of these, right? These ones. On the Hilux tray, which is now on the trailer. But then one of them blew, so I only had 3. So I deleted the bottom 2 and only had the top 2. And the one tail light that I was messing around with trying to figure out for ages is the one that blew. So as soon as I went, hang on, let's try the other one. The boy's bloody on. We're gonna have tail lights. I gotta probably steal the other one off the trailer since the trailer's not gonna be done for a bit. But yeah, we got tail lights. Now I can finish wiring all these up and figuring out this shit. But yeah, nice, not bad. So after my slight stupidity, we have got, turn on ignition. Oh yeah, the good old camera is gonna show some strobes, but that's alright. We got just like headlight or tail light. We got brake light. Oh, that doesn't strobe, that's cool. Brake light and blinker. How good. Blinker apparently turns off brake light now. But yeah, I mean turns off headlight, but that's alright. Cool. We got tail light. I just gotta go steal the other one. Finish wiring up, mount them, and yeah, all pretty. Alright, so I have, so to say, temporarily mounted them. I've got that bloody zip tie on either side just because I've run out of gas on my welder. So once I get gas, I'm going to cut this off, move this over so that the bolts on the back can line up. But for now, we've got tail lights. And obviously won't be able to show you all of them, but they 100% work with the wig out camera bloody flash. Don't know why it does that shit, but yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. We will be back to this thing pretty soon. There's a lot more I want to do to this to make this thing just like really nice and just a comfortable run around kind of farm quad as it is. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment and subscribe. We've
got a lot more interesting content coming once I get my bloody new computer. So, thank you.